Welcome to your November reading. This is going to be for the sign of Capricorn. So anyone with prominent Capricorn placements in your birth chart, this is your reading. Thank you for being here. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a long time since I've read for you. So let's see what comes through today for the group that I'm reading for. Capricorn, what is coming through for the Capricorn, please? Capricorn, Capricorn. I'm hearing another language. Something just feels out of body, out of touch. I don't know if I have a group of you that are listening that can see or hear the other side, beyond the veil. I don't know, it feels like spirit, ghost, entity, energy. Or is it just me? It's that time of year. What is this? It just feels, feels very, like, I don't know if your ancestors are around you right now or your guides. Some of you may be feeling it, seeing it, hearing it. The other side, beyond the veil. Maybe you're communicating with the dead, communicating with the deceased, or they're trying to communicate with you. All right, let's see what's coming through in your personal energy for the month of November, please. For Capricorn. All right, you have Justice, first card out. So this could be a big month for you. Something about doing the right thing. The actions, the efforts that you have put into something, whether it is enough or not, you will see the results and the rewards of that. Things are going to play out. You're going to see like an accumulation of a situation, or like the peak of it, or you're going to see a reason for recent things, recent events that you just went through. Karma is coming through this month for you in some way. You have the Hermit. Are you, ooh, yeah. I was feeling, or I still am, but I was feeling real quiet, you know, like quiet and far away. Off in your own world, off on your own. Not communicating, socializing, just a lot of reflection, a lot of time with your eyes closed, resting, laying, thinking, remembering, learning from mistakes, I want to say, but just in general, there's an element here like you have learned a lesson recently. I don't think that the lesson necessarily is coming through. I think you already learned it. I think in November, it's more of like you stepping back and resting after a tough period, a tough time of your life. I do feel that you're coming out of a time where there's just a lot that was happening, a lot going on. And it's time to go within. It's time to hermit. It's time to be home. It's time to, I'm feeling like lay in the dark, or like be outside in the middle of the night. There's something about just loneliness. I don't know if you feel lonely or you just want to be alone. And you're just constantly thinking about like how everything played out, how you got to where you're at, how one action, one choice led to something else and then something else, and it was just like this domino effect, and you're like going backwards, putting the pieces in line but reverse, if that makes sense. So it's like you may be coming, like you're in a moment where you're thinking of what just happened, and then you realize that circumstance, you were in that situation because of something that you chose to do before that. So then you start to dwell on that, and you're just going back and back. And maybe some of you are actually doing shadow work, where it's just like you go all the way to the source of the behavior, or why you tend to choose and behave the way you do. Something about, like, I hear somebody saying, like, I was born this way, like, this is who I am. Like, coming to terms and accepting yourself for who you are, the good and the bad, the flaws, the beauty, seeing the beauty in the flaws. And it's like, if I was not meant to be like this, then the universe wouldn't have created me this way, or I wouldn't have gone through some of the experiences that I did that shaped me to be this way. It's like I like finally accepting yourself, instead of, maybe I'm tapping into people who used to like want to change certain parts of themselves their whole lives, you know, like certain behaviors, or I don't know, just like, I don't like this about me, so I'm gonna consciously put effort into changing it. But whatever this is, it's like there's no changing it, because this is just who you are. And so some of you are finally coming to terms with that, like, I am who I am. I was born this way. If I wasn't supposed to be this way, like I wouldn't, right? Like, the universe made me this way, you know, which is beautiful. But it is a lot of deep thinking. There's a lot of depth going within, being in the dark. And I don't know, I just don't feel like you want to talk. I don't feel like you want to hang out. I don't feel like you are sensing and perceiving things. You're using your intuition. There's something, though. There's something you can feel. And again, I don't know, some of you are speaking to the deceased, or communicating, interacting, but you're definitely, whether you know it or not, there's an element of going beyond the veil here. I feel like some of you are consciously like trying your best to do it, though. Like, you want to come in contact with somebody, or an energy, or a spirit. Like, you want to close something out. You want closure on something. You want answers. You're trying to get the answers like so bad, but doing it in a way that it's through spiritualism, through energetic forms. You, for some reason, you cannot discuss this with whoever you need closure with. Like, they're not around. So you're trying to go and communicate with them energetically. But yeah, you're quiet. There's a lot of thinking, coming from a place of wisdom, learning from your mistakes, your experiences, being right, being just, being fair, being balanced, balancing the good and the bad, the high, the low, the inside and out, the dark and the light. Some of you may actually be witches, male or female, that are really taking this time of year seriously and doing the work that we all do during this time. If you are a witch, a lot of you, or whoever, it's like you're doing it on your own. So there's like an element of being solitary here. I don't know, I'm just feeling a lot of like power, like magical powers, like very occulty, very metaphysical, spiritual, religious, I don't know, very spiritual reading, astral travel, lucid dreaming. Elevating your consciousness, your vibration, going to a certain vibration that like you're playing with the frequency here. It seems like you want to get something just right from a frequency perspective, like you want to feel a certain way so you can do something when you feel that way. Something, I don't know what that means. Yeah, there's a lot of spell work going on here. Putting the elements together, finding the right place, right time. Some of you may have been working on a sort of spell for a good bit. Like the moment is coming up where you have to, like, it's time to do it, you know? Like you're waiting for the right day, the right hour. All right, in your environment, there is the Seven of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So here it could be you or someone else, but there's definitely another person coming through. Somebody is a type of person that is usually really energetic, outgoing, positive, joyful, always goes toward the light, looks toward the light. It's always doing something, busy. There's an element of remembering this person. It's like you want to go away. You want to get away. Like for sure. You want to disappear. You want to just go like MIA, nobody notice. Something from the past, like you wish you could go back. That's what I mean about like playing around with the frequency. You may be playing around with the memory or like your past and like doing hypnosis work. You don't have to do hypnosis work with a person. You can do it on your own. But like you need to be alone in the quiet for hours on end in order to get it just right. Like some of you are looking for closure that you can't get because it's from so long ago from your past. But for some reason, it's like you need it. And you have somehow figured out that you can get there. You can remember this moment. Or if you try hard enough to use your memory and get there, right? So in order to do that and really like zone in and focus in, you need quiet, you need dark, you need alone time for long periods on end. And I do feel like some of you are doing that, where it's like really, really focused on going back to something. So it's like you're getting away. You're getting away from reality. You're getting away from your 3D here. There's a memory that you want to pinpoint and capture. And it could have to do with this other person, this Queen of Wands type of person, male or female. It could be moments where you felt this way, where you felt happy, powerful, like confident that you could succeed in anything you put your mind to. You can do anything you put your mind to. Like this element of like it all comes back to me, you know, like I can do anything. I don't know how to explain it. Like there's and which Capricorns are like that, right? Like There's, yes, whether you're religious or not, you know, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, a strong Capricorn placement, that type of person knows that it's all up to them. They can do anything, right? But there's no miracle. There's no right place, right time. Like, it's the work that goes into something. They're capable of anything. And therefore, there's an immense amount of confidence that comes through with the Capricorn. And so maybe you're not feeling too confident lately. Maybe you're not feeling like energetic, powerful, like you're not in your power lately. I don't know how else to say it. It's more so just power. And you're trying to get back to that you once were. I don't know, this is like a Saturn thing. Aquarius had the same concept of getting back to themselves. And both of you guys are ruled by Saturn. But yeah, definitely Saturn. I mean, it's not an easy energy to work with. And if it is your ruler, like, definitely not. You know, you're constantly learning lessons. You're constantly having to do the hard work. That's why you're born with so much energy, stamina, power, because the life that you live is not easy. It's always hard for a Capricorn. So when I go back to saying, like, some of you are thinking to yourself, like, I was born this way, like, you were created with all of this body, physical, mental control and power in order for you to handle the things that you've had to handle throughout your lifetime. And maybe you just feel a little fragile right now, or a little out of it. Not in your reality, not in your body. And I was getting body in the beginning when I was shuffling the cards. Something about the body. It's always about the body, right? With the Capricorn, though. So if you're not feeling too healthy, you're not feeling strong enough, you know, you want to work on that and see how you can get back to your normal self there. But it does seem as though someone in your environment, whether it's you or not, is trying to get away with something. And it has to do with something that has happened in the past. There's a little bit of selfishness going on with this person who's trying to get away with something. They're strategizing. If you know who this is, that you feel is not being open with you, is not being truthful with you in some way, you feel like something is off, you're trying to get answers. Maybe that's why you're going within and using your energetic forces and power, because maybe you feel like you're going a little crazy with this person. This person could be a little manipulative. And so you're trying to figure them out. You're trying to get answers. You're trying to get justice as well. Like, you know this person is off. If this is your reading, and as I say that, you know who I'm talking about. This is like validation for you, you know. If you feel like you've been going crazy because somebody is giving you the runaround, or not being completely honest, or there's always gaps in their story. You want to be careful if you are just dwelling on the past right now and you're trying to get out of your current situation, or somebody is, because they miss the past. There's some nostalgia going on here. And you may be just sort of out of it, out of your reality, like I said. Which is, I don't know how long a Capricorn can be out of reality and like before things start falling apart, right? So you just want to be careful with that. Like, yes, it's good to take time for yourself, but and going within, if you're going within for healing, to heal certain traumas, to heal certain things, great. But if you find yourself just being there for days in your past and dwelling on it and sabotaging something because you can't get over a situation, then that's a problem. All right, let's go into the month. We're going to break down the month. Go into more detail for you guys. See what's coming through. It's coming through at the beginning of the month. The first 10 days, please, for the sign of Capricorn. Two of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. The Fool. Some new starts the beginning of November. An opportunity for something new, for a new start. And Judgment. You're telling me that you are trying your best to hold on to certain parts of your life and not drop the ball here. And you're just like, I don't know how much I can hold on. I feel like you have these realistic reality, like your reality, there's things that you have responsibility for, like your responsibilities, your obligations, and you're trying to hold them up. You're trying to do your work. You're trying to be, you know, the parent or the boss or the employee, like the responsibilities of your reality. You're trying to keep them up, but there's something here that makes me feel like you're not in it. You're not in tuned with it. It's very, what is this feeling? Like you may be physically doing the task, but your energy, like your life force, is somewhere else. Like if you think to yourself, like at the end of the day, like what did I do today? You know, or like you end up somewhere, it's like, how did I get here? Right? Like that happens like to me when I'm driving. It's like I go from one place, all of a sudden I'm at the other place. It's like I don't even remember driving, you know? Something like that, because your energy, your body, not your body, your spirit, soul, whatever, it's like somewhere else right now. And you're doing your best to hold on and like take care of the things in your life. And I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to hold on to that. Somebody comes in also at the beginning of the month. This could be you or someone else that has something to say. Someone may be telling you things about how you are performing your duties or your tasks. It doesn't have to be work. It could be anything. Like it could be your kids coming to you and being like, Mom, Dad, like, what's wrong with you? You know, like you're not normal right now. You're not doing certain things that you always do or that you have to do or whatever. But there's like a little bit of a breakthrough. Why? I can't shake the feeling of like you're trying so hard to see something that is unseeable. You want an answer to something, you want to see something, you want to know something, and you can't just like Google it, and you can't go talk to the person and ask them. You can't go to the place that you need to go to see the thing. Like this is different. This is like, that's why I feel like it's a memory. Like you're trying to get closure. You're trying to go in to another, like through a portal to another dimension to find an answer in some way. You're using your energy to do this. Like your intuition. And you're hoping that as you think about it and you continue to do this type of work, that your intuition is going to tell you like this is the answer, like this is the moment, or this is the thing you need to know. There's also an element of like whatever it is that's coming through. It could be someone or something coming through into your life, or this is you coming into another person's life that is very like, you may see someone as out of this world, or someone may see you as out of this world. You're walking into, oh, okay. All right. For a lot of you, I feel like it's just your awakening moment. It's your level up. It's your conscious breakthrough, or, you know, consciousness breakthrough, right? Like, it's the moment, like right before that happens to you, to people, you act different. You do different things. You're not interested in the same things that you were once interested in. Everything seems fake. Everything seems pointless. The 3D reality things that you're trying to keep a hold of, but you're totally not interested in them. You just want to let them fall apart. Like, nothing matters at the end of the day. Like, you're opening up. You're raising your consciousness. You're seeing how you've been in a box. You're seeing the matrix. Like, it's all sort of coming together for you. That's why it's making you feel all weird, out of character, out of normalcy. You're quiet. You're going within. You're using your intuition. You're thinking to yourself, like, what's happening? Is this karma? Like, is the universe gonna do something to me? You know, you're walking into a big moment of your life right now, and it's like, it's a whirlwind. It's not to say that it's hard, right? Not to say that it's like a burden, but it's uneasy. It's uncertain. It's not comfortable. You know, like, it's like if you're in a, like, you're just flying through the air and you don't know where you're gonna land, type of thing. You will get the answer. You will understand it. It will come together. In the beginning of the month, you're gonna feel like this is happening. You're gonna understand where it's going. You know that you're in a new phase of your life. You know you're walking into a new moment of your, like, not just your literal 3D life, like this lifetime, but more so like your soul journey. What's coming through in the middle of the month for the Capricorn? This is like the 11th through the 20th, something like that. Chariot, this is taking you somewhere. The universe is definitely coming in and saying, come this way. We're going here now. It's divine planning, divine time. There's that 7 of Swords. I'm going to get more information on this. I'm going to spend some time on that because I want to really know how it's coming through for you. It's interesting. 7 of Swords is usually like at its lowest vibration. This is like trickster energy, right? See the fox? Fox is usually very clever, very strategic energy. Trickster, magician energy. Same card, different deck. See how this person's trying to get away with something in the middle of the night, like a burglar, or like deceit, lies, something. That's like its lowest form, but for some reason, the way it's coming out to me, and it never comes out to me this way, but it makes me feel like it's not like that at this time with you. There's the Magician. You have the 7 of Swords mixed with the Magician, and I'm saying that it's not bad. Normally, I'd be like, run, get away from this person. They're like a demon. What's happening? I'm so curious. Some of you may actually be like coming into contact with a fox. Like in your yard, like you come face to face with it. There's a reflection here. You're reflecting. Someone's reflecting. There's projection. It's like what I was saying earlier, the high, the low, the in, the out, the light, the dark, the balance. Ooh. Yeah, it's going back to like that feeling of I was made this way. Like I'm tired of trying to change a certain side of me. It's like embracing your light and your dark. If we are, this is not for everybody, but if we are going into like referring to the witches that I was talking about earlier, I feel like some of you maybe on your journey have found it really challenging to embrace your darkness. Like you've always known it's there. You've always like maybe wanted it like to come through, but the stigma, society, family, you know, maybe the people that live with you in your home, like whatever the case is, it's like growing up, we sometimes, some of us grow up thinking that this part of ourselves is like shame, like feeling shame about this part of ourselves, right? Especially if you grew up in a religious household, something like that. Yeah, I'd also feel that like if you grew up religious and your whole life you tried to be quote unquote good and do the right thing, so the dark side of you was always put aside. The dark side of you wants to come out. And some of you, especially, like I was again referring to the witches here, it's like I'm tired of hiding it. And maybe not even hiding it. Like maybe you do express in your own way, but you always feel shameful. So therefore, you cannot fully let it out, fully stand in your dark power, you know? And this doesn't even have to be just for the witches. It could be for like anybody, right? Like there's something about the shadow side of yourself that you've always had a hard time showing, for the reason of like, what are people going to think of me? Or just the fact that you were, what is it? What's the word? Brainwashed through society, through your upbringing, through your environment, whether it's conscious or unconscious, that this is frowned upon. This, like, to be in your shadow is not acceptable, you know? So even though you claim it and you know that you have it and maybe you try to express it, it's never 100%. And I feel like at this point, like whoever it is, it's like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hiding it. I'm tired of always trying to be good. You know, like somebody is coming through with their dark side this month. And it's just like, I was born this way. If I wasn't, you know, meant to be this way, I wouldn't be, right? Like, there's accepting it. Interesting. What else? I mean, it is part of the awakening as well. The Eight of Emotions, the Eight of Cups. In the middle of the month, you're trying to get your way. Get your way with something for sure. You're putting things into place. You're putting people in their place. You're planning something. What is it that you want to manifest? You want to manifest getting away and going toward your happiness. But for some reason, like whatever this is, whatever your happiness represents, you're going toward it, but you're doing it in a really sly, clever, strategic, quiet, under the radar type of way. What's coming through at the end of the month, the last 10 days of the month for the Capricorn? This High Priestess keeps coming out too. She's right here. Whoever I'm tapping into, you guys are like really powerful. Like really intuitive, instinctual, perceptive, observant. Very, yes, you are dark in your own right. Beautiful. You get it. You get what you want. Go from the 8, which is going toward what you want, to the 9, which is getting what you want. You're working on something big time this month. This goal of yours, though, it's not to succeed at what your current life is now, or what it was in October, like, or what it was this year. The things that were important to you, or that you were focused on, or whatever, like, that's just like done. Like, you're done with that, I feel. Like, this is a brand new surge of power coming forth. And for some of you, you've never experienced it in this way before. For others, like, you understand it, you know it's coming through, you know that this is a good opportunity for you to do something and work with it. I hope you don't hear me swallowing. I'm drinking water. It's quiet. All right. Let's clarify here. All right. So at the end, you have the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. So you have 2 10s coming through this. So there's a culmination happening at the end of November. You go from, I don't know if this is you or not, okay, but if it is, you go from being like super, like in the ethers, to a Queen of Swords. It's like, okay, I got my answer, I got what I wanted, boom, I'm back in, I'm in my head, like, I'm clear, I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected, like, I'm back. Very, very truthful here. There's a lot of truth coming through. And look, she's dark. This queen comes through as the dark queen in this deck. It's like you used your dark forces, your dark magic or something to manifest it. And I get it. Like, we have our light, and it's good for, you know, like our peace and our happiness and love and all the balanced things. But sometimes, like, when you need to get something done, and it's going to take a lot of, like, courage or strength, or even, like, choices that maybe you normally wouldn't want to make, or hard choices, something like that. Like, this is when the dark side of you comes out, you know. The Fool here twice. New beginning. Going away. Getting away from chaos. Getting away from uncertainty and a lot of mental games or mental thoughts that just had you, like, in your head. Like, you're going toward peace. You're going toward tranquility. And I think whatever it is in your 3D right now that you're trying to hold up and not drop, like, those things are putting pressure on you. because you need to focus on this other thing that you're doing. Your instincts and your intuition, going within, using your power, manifesting something. Also, using your strategic part of yourself, right? Like your mind. And so this is a distraction. It's not even a distraction that you like. It's just like something you have to do every day. And you just wish like you didn't have to do it anymore. So it does seem as though at the beginning of the month, like you're trying to get away from it. Some of you may be leaving a job, leaving a relationship, leaving a situation. What is the Knight of Swords, please? Strength. Wheel of Fortune. Very similar to the Aquarius also, where something comes through. It's like an opportunity. Here's the Queen of Swords. Something comes through that's sort of an opportunity at the beginning of the month. And it's going to take all of your strength and will and courage and power to do the thing. You might have to say something to somebody that you don't want to say. You might have to come out with your truth. You might have to make a decision to finalize something, to get out of something. And part of it has to do with communicating that to a group of people or to a person. And it's going to take all of your courage to do this thing. What is the Fool? For a new start, for the sake of a new start. This Two of Pentacles also represents two things that you're juggling. You're weighing out the pros and the cons. And the pro, or one of them, like one side of it is the fact that it's a new start. Like, do I choose a new start and get away from your current situation and go towards something that is going to make me feel better? Very similar to the Aquarius. Or do I not, right? Like you're weighing it out. You're weighing the options out. And in order for you to do the thing, man, it's going, like I said, for whatever reason, it's going to take a lot of courage for you to do. What is the Fool? Where are you going to go? What is this new thing? If you're looking for an answer to this new thing and what it is, I can't give it to you. Jeez. The universe is like, Part of their lesson is to surrender to the uncertainty. Whatever this is, you don't know the future of it. You don't know the outcome of it. You don't know what it's going to look like. You know that the opportunity is there. You don't know too much about it. You're using your intuition, but it's also like making you crazy, like overthinking it, thinking too much about it. Because you don't know a lot. It's like I can take this leap of faith and I can do this thing, but I don't know where it's going to take me. And so that's the thing that you're trying to feel out, like so bad. You want the answer so bad. You want the universe to just like tell you in your ear, in universe like language, that what the answer to this thing is. But that's not happening. Why? Because this is part of the lesson. Part of the lesson is trust and faith. Trust and faith. Trust and faith. When you're in a situation like this where you have to make a big move because you're like at the edge and you're about to fall off the building, you know, but you don't know where this leap is going to take you at the same time. You don't know what's on the other side at the same time. You don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know if anything's going to be there to save you. You're like caught between a rock and a hard place. And it's like, why? Like you're trying your best to find the answer of what to do. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Like you're just going crazy in your head about it. And the reason why you don't have your answer is because the lesson, karma, justice here is, the lesson here is to have trust and faith that you will land where you're supposed to land. If you are a spiritual person and you take it seriously, like your spirituality, your spiritual work, right? Whether you are religious or you're not, whether you're the witch group that I'm picking up on or you're not, whatever. But if you have faith, like you consider yourself and you say to people like, I am a person of faith. I believe in God. I believe in the goddess. I believe in the universe. I believe in whatever, right? This is the test right now. This thing, this situation. If you believed so strongly, then this wouldn't be happening. This would be like not part of the reading because you would have the faith to take the leap. But you're in your head and you're second guessing because you're full of uncertainty instead. So here is your test. The universe is testing you right now. Put your money where your mouth is. What is justice? Yeah. This is the moment, judgment day here. You have the freaking 10 of cups. All right, you're going to be fine. You make a decision, make a choice, take action, do the thing. It will realize, it will come into fruition. You will see it start to happening. The wheel is going to start turning. All right, but it's not going to do that if you lay in bed all day, you know, and I know you don't, like, okay, you're a Capricorn, you do not lay in bed all day, but regardless, like, it's not going to do that if you just continue to stay in your head and not make a choice to do the thing or take the leap. What is coming through in the middle for Capricorn, which is the Chariot? Let's clarify the Chariot. There's something about friendship and people here that are synchronistic or coincidence or something like that, where they're coming through, giving you an opportunity or a little breadcrumb on your path. People care. People want to help you. People are coming together with you. They see that, you know, you are going down a certain path. They see that you may be having a hard time right now, something like that. But it's like a group of friends or a group of people are giving you an opportunity out of love, out of like, what is this? Like, they're giving you something. I don't know. They're giving you their time, their effort, their advice. They're telling you, like, you know, do this or go here or call this person, or I don't know how to explain it, but they're doing it out of love. In the middle of the month, you're going to be feeling and seeing how much people care about you. For some of you, yes, you may have a lot of options in love. On this path, you may meet new people as you go down this new path. People that will, how can I say, like, shock you. Good people, you know? Like, maybe you're coming from a place where, like, all the people that you have been involved with, worked with, been around, associated with were, like, shitty. And that's all you've ever known, right? And as you go down this new path, and you go into this new place, you're leaving something and you're going into the new, you're going to come across, as you go down the journey, as you continue to drive the car down the journey, or down the road, you're going to come across people that are good, okay? And it's going to, like, shock you, or, I don't know, like, surprise you. Like, how can people, like, be good? You know, like, there are good people in this world, like, something like that. Like, it feels good compared to where I came from that didn't feel good anymore. This thing feels good. All right, let's go into the Seven of Swords. I'm curious. Actually, the Hermit, which is this card. Yeah, like I said, you're doing this all in quiet, under the radar. And the Two of Pentacles, which is this card. People don't know. All right, it's not as juicy as I thought it was going to be. Sorry to all you hermits. But people don't know. People don't know you're doing this. People don't know that you're contemplating. People don't know that you're going to make a decision to leave something. Let's get one more. You're doing this, you're doing it the smart way, the quiet way. Yeah, because you don't want drama. All right, got it. That's why I said, like, it's not bad this time. It's like actually the reverse. Whereas usually the Seven of Swords is so low vibe, low level that somehow, some way it creates sabotage and drama. This is like the opposite of like, I need to be strategic and do this thing for myself. Same concept. Right? Like a little bit of deceit, not telling people, selfishness, but for the sake of like doing something better, like that you feel is the right way. If you were to be super vocal about all of this, it could probably cause drama and people would be all about it, which can end up sabotaging your plan. But you're doing it the smart way, which is being quiet about it. What is the Magician? Trying to protect something. You're creating boundaries. You're creating defenses. Justice. You're keeping people out, and it's like their karma. You're karma for other people by putting up your boundaries. They're gonna feel a difference. They're gonna, like, by you not being there for them anymore, by you not being accommodating or the yes sir, yes ma'am person, they're gonna feel it, right? Like it's like more of like by you leaving, by you getting out, by you putting up your boundaries, your defenses, saying no, it's gonna create. It's going to make others have to do something by themselves. It's going to make others need to figure things out by themselves, which that's their karma. That's their lesson. That's not your job, though. Like, intentionally you doing that, that's not your job. You're doing this for your own sake and your own happiness. As a result, simultaneously, you doing something for yourself first and not for other people is going to create a karmic moment for the other people, a lesson for them to learn. That's between them and the universe. That has nothing to do with you. You're not here to hold anybody's hand on the journey of their life. Right now, you're focused on you, right? For whoever this is that needs to hear that, like, at this point, if your boundaries and your decision is going to affect other people that have been latching onto you, right, getting things out from you, then that is not your problem right now. That is not something to add to your plate for you to take care of. That is between them and the universe. Let the universe and them take care of it. That's none of your business, okay? Don't hold people's hand throughout their journey in this lifetime, especially if you've been doing it for a while already. The Eight of Cups is the World and the Emperor. Yeah, you're going toward, like, what you want is for whatever cycle that you've been in to end, and you want control of your life again. Like, maybe some of you are coming out of a period where you felt like you were not in control anymore, and you're trying to get control of it. Like, you're done with a phase of your life. This month is a big change month for you. What is the Queen of Swords? At the end of the month, you may, as you're coming out of this, you're looking at people and specifically someone in your life. And you're thinking to yourself, is this person worth committing to or not? You're seeing, you feel like someone has changed, or your feelings for them have changed. If you've been in a committed thing with somebody, relationship or whatever, I think your thoughts on that are changing. If you're not in a committed relationship, but you've been seeing somebody or whatever, your commitment, your thoughts on commitment to them are changing, because they are changing. They have changed. You've changed. You're out of a certain thing, a certain way, a certain phase. So you're seeing this person differently. It's no longer, you know, like the feelings and the opinion you had of them are different now. Yeah. Whether that's for the good or the bad, I'm not too sure. But all I can say is that this person is trying to not be seen. There's something about this person that they don't want you to see something about them. It's like if you have gone through an awakening and your consciousness has risen and you've leveled up and ascended a bit, and you can see people more clearly. This type of king, like, he's very passionate. He does things out of passion. He does things in the moment, what he wants to do in the moment, right? It's very sexy, yes, but at the same time, there's something about him, like he knows that he or she knows that you have ascended a bit and are more conscious and more aware. Therefore, they know that you're going to see something that you didn't see before about them. So they don't want to face you. And you can feel that. You sense that. You see that. End of the month, Scorpio season. Bringing money. Scorpio is a money energy. Yes, absolutely. Got the 10 of Pentacles, which is abundance, financial, material abundance, family, legacy, the life. Like this is the life that you want, that we all want, whatever that looks like. But it's clarified by death and the 6 of Pentacles. So you will be fine. You will have more than enough. You will feel like you can give and receive here. Scorpio energy is coming through, providing some money, financial opportunity. What is the 9 of Cups? Judgment. This choice that you made up here with Judgment, with the awareness, made a choice in that leap. When I was talking about your faith and your trust, if you do it, by the end of the month, you got your wish. You got what you needed. What is the 10 of Wands? Interesting. What is that? Ay, ay, ay. These people that were here before, and I was like, you're going to meet people, and you're going to be like, I can't believe these people are so good, something like that. Somebody comes back, and there's relevance, there's emphasis on these people at the end of the month. If you've leveled up, you've leveled up spiritually and energetically. And just the way I was telling Aquarius for this month, the internal and the external, right? The external is a reflection of the internal. So if you've leveled up spiritually and energetically and also in your faith, the more you do that, the more consistent you are with that, your external world is also going to level up. At some point you will be in the Empress position. Being in the Empress position is not always easy. The Empress is the ruler of a realm. And she needs to be over people. These people are coming to you, looking up to you, needing you, and it's going to take a lot from you to say no to certain people. You're going to have to say no to certain people. I don't think that they're the same people as over here. People are going to want to celebrate you and all of that. But at the same time, it's like you're putting up your boundaries and you're being really discerning about who is who and why they're in your life and what they want from you. It's like no more like taking advantage of me. No more, what is it? It's like look at all this. Jeez. Look at these power here. This is all you. Imagine that. Imagine sitting in your throne with all of this passion, all this red, right? This is passion, this is fire, this is confidence and power and ability, status, reputation, you know, like you have paid your dues to get here, to be this, to be in this elevated higher position of some sort compared to these people here, right? Like, and I'm not saying this so you can feel arrogant and all that, which you probably do sometimes because you're a Capricorn, and that's fine. Like, it's part of the charm. But I'm just saying, like, you come back into your power and people are seeing that. People want to gravitate toward it. People need you, or like, I need to get in their good graces, or, you know, they have everything I need. Like, you know, I need them to give me. And at this point, it's like, no, enough. Oh my God, as I just realized all of these cards have to do with like really powerful couple in a very committed relationship for some of you. This is like commitment bonding. This is commitment bonding. This is the Emperor and the Empress, whoever that's for. We do have Two of Cups here twice. At the end of all of this, there's a power couple being created and born out of it in some way, whether that is in November or by December, something like that. But there's something going on here with the couple energy. It's like you're going through all this, you don't even realize that through it, you're like, there's a relationship manifesting. I can't. Like, this is so good. So good. I mean, especially like for a Capricorn to be like this with their person, equal in status, in ability. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, so that was your reading, Capricorn. I know it was very different. There was a lot of moving parts to this. I hope somebody got something out of it. If you did, like the video. Press the little thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Hope you have a wonderful month of November. Thank you so much for your time and energy, and we'll see you on the next one.